Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is Wednesday at 8:41 p.m. Eastern Time, which makes it sometime tomorrow, I think like 11 o'clock in our Queensland, Australia office. Welcome to Technically Speaking Live Wednesday edition, which is always every edition. I don't know why I said it that way. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. So, yeah, it has been one hell of a week. I will tell you that from the beginning. Big news yesterday coming out of the Apple camp. There was some sort of Apple-like event. We're going to talk about how people write stupid headlines about the Pixel 5a 5G being a flop. And let's see, what's the actual verbiage they said in that stupid headline? Here we go. The Pixel 5a 5G is shaping up to be even more underwhelming than previously expected. That is a stupid take, and you should feel stupid for saying it. And I'm going to straight, I'm not even going to waste it. I'm going to straight call people out. If you think that the Pixel line is that bad, you are a dummy. And I said what I said. So in studio today, we have... You're not on camera yet, but it's very funny that you're holding your hands there. I wish I could just take this pic. I should take a picture. Let's go ahead and bring in, ladies and gentlemen, the Stats is here. Stats, what's up, man?
Hello, everyone, all of our wonderful viewers and everybody who tunes in to see me executive produce Mr. Peachy so excellently every week. Thank you once again for joining us here.
You don't do that, though.
In the 1% Studios.
1% Studios. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Michael says, I'm excited for the Apple event discussion. I was so annoyed. I'm interested to know your annoyance. Hey, what's up, Scoop? You were actually muted that whole time.
Well,
do that again.
Hi, everybody.
I can't believe I forgot to unmute you. Jesus. Sorry. You had a really good intro.
It was a great intro.
Really great. I'm sorry that it would be really cool if I had an executive producer.
Well, you could
actually ran a freaking soundboard.
You could give me the soundboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that.
You might not like the results, but you could put the soundboard on my table.
So we're going to talk about the Apple event. We're going to talk about the OnePlus Watch being dumpster fire. Everything Apple announced on the 420.
What was it called? The Spring Ahead,
Spring Loaded
event.
Spring Loaded event. We're going to talk about Apple AirTags. We're going to talk about, well, probably some Google stuff. Let's see. A 90-year-old Hong Kong woman loses $32 million in a phone scam. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, not great.
Impressive.
Not great at all. So let's talk about the Apple event.
Okay.
For those of you yesterday, there was a giant Apple event, and Stats talked about it before. It was the Apple 420 Spring Loaded. Everything that they talked about. Now let's just run down straight from the top some of the things that they talked about itself. They have Apple Card updates. They have podcast subscriptions, which somebody actually said that Apple just came out with a Patreon version of podcasts, which got me thinking. And I'm going to come back to that in a minute if I remember.
I will make a note of it.
A purple iPhone 12. The iPhone 12, only it's purple. Goes on sale April 23rd if you're into that sort of thing. And it looks like it's only the iPhone 12, not the Pro or the Pro Max. Kind of the big thing that came out is AirTags, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. The all-new Apple TV 4K, which I got to be honest with you, I'm not a TV watcher. I think that's dumb. I said what I said. And kind of the piece de resistance for the last couple was brand new Imax, which is kind of a throwback to an iMac like you used to have, a multicolored, all-new M1-based iMac, and the brand new iPad Pros, which is now powered by their super awesome, oh my God, it's incredible M1 chip. So
they put M1s in everything, basically.
Yeah, but so here I'm going to, you know what? Let's just go ham. You guys got to understand, I actually really like Apple. Like, I genuinely do enjoy Apple products. Stats can attest to this. Inside this studio currently, I have a 2018, 2019. I have the newest I had the newest iPad Pro edition. Mine is one generation older now than what they just came out with. I'm running this show on a MacBook Pro from 2016. I have an iPhone 12. The camera that Stats is actually on is an iPhone 12 Pro. I have a lot of Apple products upstairs. My wife has an iPhone. My daughter has an iPhone. They all have iPads. So we are, some would say, reasonably an Apple family. And by that instance,
you're an Apple family with a Pixel Boy outlier.
That's like, I'm the weirdo. So not really a big shocker there. Like, I'm the weirdo in the whole group because I use everything but an iPhone, which is fine. I have an iPhone. It looks great. My last video I shot with the Dreamwave Go little Rockstar Mini speaker, everything that you saw outside, I actually shot handheld on an iPhone. Slowed it way down, obviously, in Final Cut, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is I buy Apple products. And boy, do I think what they did yesterday in some of the instances was really stupid. I think the first stupid thing, I don't get it personally, and then somebody in the comments is going to jump all over me for this one. The Apple TV thing. I don't like the idea of what they did. I don't understand the concept of needing to put an A12 Bionic processor in an Apple TV. Hopefully someone will explain that to me. And the reason why I bring that up is because my freaking Chromecast runs on something that is basically archaic at this point, and I have no trouble at all using it. The Chromecast that I have with the remote, guess what? Works just fine. It's not as much money as the brand new 4K Apple TV that just comes out with 32 gigs at $180 and $200 for the 64 gig. I don't understand the hype around the Apple TV. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all.
I'm with you on that one. I mean, I know people that have one. My parents have one.
Sure.
My sister has one.
Sure.
But I have a TV with a Chromecast built in. I have another Chromecast that stays in my laptop bag for when I'm traveling.
Yep.
And I just let my phone or my computer do all the heavy lifting, and you literally plug the dongle into the HDMI slot on the TV and you go. You know, and if I break it, if I lose it, it's another $35-$40 from Google. I'm not worried about, the dog knocked $179 Apple 4K TV box off the TV stand. It's just that's a little. It seems a little overboard.
So here's the other thing, and this is where it says is that it supports up to 120 hertz refresh rate. Cool. If your TV can support that.
Yeah, I was going to say, most TVs don't.
I would be willing to bet you that more people will go buy the brand new Apple TV 4K because they feel like they have to. But then on top of that, I'll bet you dollars to donuts, they don't even have a TV that can handle 120 hertz. And somebody's going to be like...
Or 4K.
I bet that's true too. Is the idea is like they're probably not... Now, 4K TVs are not expensive by any stretch of the imagination. But some of these folks are going to assume that they need to have a brand new Apple TV 4K, and their TV can't even remotely come close to handling it. Brilliant marketing on Apple's point. But the idea is like it comes with an all-new Siri remote.
Whoop-de-doo.
Who cares?
How much does that cost?
Do you know how much better the Google Assistant remote is in the Google Chromecast? And I know Michael Pepper's going to come in and say, like, but Siri's gotten so much better. I wasn't really trying to mock you there, Michael. That's not what I was going at. But Siri sucks compared to the Google Assistant. That is the hill by which I will die on. And the Google Assistant in the remote, for me, so much better. So much better. I said what I said.
Yep.
You don't need a 4K Apple TV. Watch YouTube. Smart TV does the job. That's right, Jason. It does. It does the job. The idea is like, I'm not sure I buy into the whole hype around what they did for the update of Apple TV. I think there are other things that Apple did really, really well yesterday. And this is where I'm going to give them a lot of credit for the next thing. I think it was, I get why they have to do a refresh. I didn't really care so much about the Apple TV one. The AirTags though. And this is where I actually believe they tend to beat Tile a little bit on this. So Apple AirTags is essentially a Bluetooth and U1 chip based thing in case you need to lose your keys, your wallet, your purse, your phone, you name it. It's effectively a very Tile-like device that they've been talking about for several years at this point, literal years, which gives me hope for the Pixel Watch. See what I did there? I see what I did there.
You did something.
I'm going to... Okay, Michael, I'll give you that one. Where I like the Apple TV supports direct casting, so I can use it without Wi-Fi network and without connecting to my phone's limited data hotspot. I can send video without Wi-Fi. I don't think I understand that last sentence.
I mean, I can turn Wi-Fi off on my phone and still cast to the Chromecast using data and Bluetooth. So
I gotta dig into that a little bit more. Like, I'm not sure I catch the last comment on that. Anyway, the AirTags, very much Tile-like experience, and they price them actually really well. $30 or $29 for a single one, or a 4-pack at $100. So basically $25 a pop. They're IP67 dust and water resistant. And here's where I think they beat Tile. They are user battery replaceable. CR2032 coin battery cells.
That's unusual for Apple.
That is very unusual for Apple. And I
breaking into their stuff.
I freaking love that. I freaking love that because I love tiles. Like, I have a tile in my wallet. Like, I got it from Nomad.
Lose your wallet a lot?
Well, no. See, I got the wallet that I wanted from Nomad, and it came with the tile in it.
I got you.
Yeah, Tile knows that they're asking for an antitrust investigation for unfair competition. Yeah, Tile's in trouble. This is a really big deal because I'll be honest, at $29, probably going to buy the Apple one because, again, it goes back to the fact that I'm pretty embedded into the Apple ecosystem as well, using an iPad Pro and a MacBook Pro, both work and personally and professionally. So for me, the AirTags are nice just from a cost perspective. They look great. I still like the tiles. I mean, effectively the same. It doesn't bother me one bit. But it's really interesting. I like what I saw out of the AirTags. So Apple kind of made up for kind of in my opinion, the stumble over the Apple TV. Now, some of the other pieces talk about the purple iPhone.
You're going to put a case on it anyway. Who cares what the color is?
Just buy a D-brand skin. I mean, if you want to get a brand new iPhone, go for it. If they have the purple one available, go for it.
I mean,
probably not going to be anything more.
If your favorite fast food entertainment, character is Grimace, sure, why not?
There you go. Michael just brought up a good point. Everybody's patting Apple on the back for giving the user the opportunity to replace their own batteries. I know, right? It's one of those things like, you did so good, Apple. Thank you for thinking of the consumer. Yay!
Thanks, Tim Apple. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Tim Apple. Chromecast requires internet connection. I could use my unlimited data to stream Netflix, YouTube, or whatever from my iPhone to my Apple TV. No hotspot needed. An internet connection to the Apple TV. I could use my unlimited data.
I guess I've never tried to use a Chromecast off Wi-Fi.
The Chromecast has to have internet. The Chromecast has to have internet somehow.
Okay. Even the little dongle?
The dongle has to be connected to Wi-Fi or to a network. So like what if it's connected to my phone's cell network? That's still a connection.
Right.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is Wi-Fi.
Well, I mean, okay.
But he's trying to make the point that he doesn't have to have Wi-Fi to talk from his phone to the Apple TV, right?
I don't know. I'm talking about something else now.
Okay.
I stopped paying attention, to be honest, because now I'm talking about Apple podcast subscriptions. Apple Podcast Plus now it's a new program that allows podcast creators to create premium subscriptions. So, effectively, we could monetize this show on Podcast Plus. What? Podcast Plus, and charge a monthly subscription fee. to this.
We could charge a by-minute subscription fee.
We're not going to do that because who really wants to listen to these two jackwagons talk about anything?
Well,
but the idea is like it's very possible to create a subscription-based podcast on Apple Podcast Plus. Let's see. What up, Mac? Welcome to the show. Subscribers can get custom content early access, or Apple takes its customary 30% revenue cut, dropping to 15% the second year and beyond. Hey, we could monetize this thing.
Monetize it for replays.
I mean, we could.
That way we force people to show up for the actual live show.
Maybe. Well, I mean, we got a good solid 15 going on so far. So we talked about AirTags. We talked about, I don't really care about the Apple Card. I don't have it. Don't care about it. It's a credit card.
Yeah.
There's actually better credit cards out there. I said what I said. All new Imax, 24-inch iMac, comes with a high-quality 1080p webcam. For Christ's sake, thank you, Apple, because your webcams are hot garbage on your MacBook Pro. 720p ain't cutting it, Tim. I said what I said, Tim. Finally put 1080p webcam, but Dr. Adrian actually brought up a good point. Dr. Adrian came out on Twitter and said, why not 4K? I actually don't know the answer to that. Why not 4K, Tim? Apple? Apple?
If they can put it in a TV box, they should be able to put it in a camera on them.
They can put it in their freaking phone. Now your whole family can abuse your Apple Card. Perfect. Great. 24-inch iMac comes with a variety of colors, orange and yellows and reds and things like that. All new design display, brand new speakers, brand new microphone array, new base model, and they're actually not crazy expensive. I was really surprised by that. Now, through the power of the M1 chip, because everybody and their brother is shoving an M1 chip down your throat, might I add, I'm going to talk about the difference between the Thunderbolt 4 that just came out and then the fact that they won't put that in an iPhone. I'll rant about that in a minute, I assure you.
Slow down.
4.5K. So what is that? 4,500?
Yeah.
4,500K Retina display. Beautiful. Touch ID on a keyboard. Nice.
Useful.
Says it's made for video conferencing.
Well, barely.
All of this allegedly is going to cost, let's see, Touch ID is standard on the $1,500 and $1,700 models with an 8-core GPU. But if you want to buy it in the $1,300 iMac with a 7-core GPU, $1,300. No Touch ID, not standard. But they have not told you about how much the keyboards are going to cost. So, yeah.
Always going to get you with the peripherals.
All in one, $1,500. Like $1,500 all in one after tax. Basically, about that much. 16-core neural engine, 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 256 or 512 of SSD storage, 4 performance cores, 4 efficient cores, running on the power of that M1. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Max says, how do you feel about the design, though? I thought they're great colors. Like, I like the color. They look a lot like the regular all-in-one fairly large bezels. Like, bezels. Them foreheads and chins, though. like you would have figured out how to make the bezels not so big out of all of it. Just my thought. And I also I believe, you'll have to check this for sure, but technically T brought this up, a good point, and I think it came out later that the Ethernet port is actually in the charging brick, which then Thunderbolt 4 connects to the back of the new iMac. Because I thought the same thing, is like, wait a minute, what if I want to plug in directly? Do I have to have a dongle that plugs into the Thunderbolt 4? But it actually isn't. I believe, you have to look this up.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's actually in the charging brick, which kind of sucks when you think about it, because then then that would have to be a laptop. I'm an idiot. It would always have to be plugged in. I'm just really stupid. That was going to be a really dumb comment.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Neither of us have much use for a desktop computer these days, so we'll forgive you.
Yeah, I mean, I run everything off my laptop. Like, I haven't had a desktop. I haven't even thought about buying a desktop in Jesus Christ. It's been a long time. Long time. I couldn't even fathom getting one right now. The design's okay. It's great color. If I were into it, I guess I would get one. I'm just not into it. No, what I am into, them new iPad Pros. The new iPad Pros is, let's see. Michael says the 1400 model is 2 Thunderbolt and 2 USB-C 3.0s at $256. Well, that doesn't make what? And you're saying it might as well get the other one, and your other comment saying it's $16.99 to get the 4 Thunderbolts. Yeah, that is really odd pricing. Like, on the high-end one, the Ethernet is in the power brick. Yep. Okay. I don't really know what to make out of that. I don't think I would buy it. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I wouldn't buy the new 24-inch iMac, but I would buy... Oh boy, I would buy the new iPad Pros, but we're going to talk about one of the reasons why you won't buy one of the new iPad Pros, because holy price.
That bad, huh?
Holy price. Let's go price one at Apple.
Oh boy.
Evidently I can't shop at Apple. Apple.com. Apple.com. Oh my God. Okay, the new iPad Pro is powered by the M1 chip. Does come with a very nice white keyboard that will be filthy after the first week of using it. Literally filthy, because none of you wash your hands. Just kidding. Thunderbolt and USB-C are definitely not the same thing. As a matter of fact, shameless plug, Greg made a video about this. It is still on our channel. You can go and look. Actually, can you pull up the video that Greg made a long time ago about the difference? Now, keep in mind, it was the older Thunderbolt, but he will actually explain in detail the difference between USB-C and Thunderbolt. That's a great question, Michael. Let's go while Stats is looking that up. It's very old, obviously.
Yep.
Buy an iPad Pro. You order it on April 30th, available for the second half of May. The 11-inch starts at $599, which I thought was a really great price. So the 11-inch starts at $799. The 12.9-inch starts at $1099. Thought those were great prices. Comes with this liquid retina display. All right. Look, it's effectively LED powered displays. How do they do this? They really went in hard on this whole LED powered display thing, where it effectively shows more expansive views, more colors, more immersive viewing experience. But I got to be honest with you, the iPad Pro that I have is already beautiful enough. The screen's gorgeous. I don't need a liquid retina display. That's just you got a retina display. I don't care what you call it. It's still a pretty screen, period. It's experience moaning the mind-blowing performance and all-day battery life of the M1. Now, I will say the M1 has been great. Everybody just kind of fawns over it, how great it is. But there still is some hiccups with the M1. It's not quite as good as what the Intel. Sorry, I was looking at the word LiDAR when I said that. You can get 5G on your new iPad Pro on the cellular models. Advanced Pro cameras for like I said on Twitter, the 23 people that still take photos with their iPads. Don't do that. The center stage, which is just nothing more than fancy software performance to say it'll make sure that you are in the center of your frame. Thunderbolt delivering high-quality connections, and then the Apple Pencil letting you draw and take pixel perfect precision. And again, I mentioned that all white Magic keyboard, which is probably going to be about $350. I think that's what mine was when I bought it. So let's go fully boated, 11-inch in silver. Let's do the 512, Wi-Fi and cellular, no engraving, and Apple Care for 2 years of coverage. That is going to run me $1,300. That, by the way, doesn't count that's just
the keyboard.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's just the iPad
or case or
yeah, none of that. Yeah, so if I go get the
protector.
if I go get the 512 12.9-inch silver Wi-Fi cellular with 2 years of Apple coverage and and no keyboard, you're already at $1,600. You will
literally a tablet.
But hang on a minute. hang on a peep there. That they are legitimately replacing laptops.
Yeah.
Like I said this on Twitter the other day. It was like, if I could get Final Cut Pro on my iPad Pro, it's done. It's done deal. The only thing I would be keeping my MacBook Pro for is this show. Straight up.
Right. Now,
also the file system sucks on the iPad Pro.
Now, 12.9 inch, space gray, whatever. They're not charging you for the color. 2 terabytes, so fully loaded. Wi-Fi cellular, no engraving, 2 years of Apple Care.
Say that again.
Everything top of the line.
Everything top
Max
of the line.
out. $2,400.
What is that?
That's for the iPad Pro, the big model, 2 terabytes, Wi-Fi cellular, 2 years of Apple Care.
Jesus.
$2,400.
You had better be like the I don't even know what you would be. And like Michael actually brings up a good point here is a whole slew of people who do architecture and landscaping stumbled upon, use the LiDAR, and they've been begging for better cameras on the iPad. That is such a very niche market, though. There is no way you could explain to me that Apple catered to them, because that is so niche. Great for them, but that is...
the only other thing I can think of...
niche-y.
The only other thing I can think of is that they're really trying, like you said, to replace people's laptops, especially younger users who have always grown up with an iPad in their hands, and now they are keeping them in the ecosystem and jacking up the price for the latest
Not what
and greatest.
I thought you were going to say there.
I know.
Not what I thought you were going to say.
But for the latest and greatest tech, specs, and storage capabilities. Think about the generation of your kids. They have never known a life without A, a smartphone, and B, a tablet in their hands.
Dial-up internet, baby. I grew up on that. I grew up where we didn't have internet to begin with. Like, I remember no internet.
Yeah.
Like when somebody talked about the World Wide Web, I thought you had to type in wubba, wubba, wubba every time. You wouldn't just go Google and it pop up. That's not how that worked back in my day.
Google didn't
Get
even
off my
exist.
lawn. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. Damn you kids.
You're going to be saying that a lot over the next couple
Damn
of
you
weeks.
kids. Get off my lawn. Let's talk about, okay. I mean, all the old people at the Grand Canyon will be thrilled. Get together. Get together. Hold it up. Hold it up. I love what they've done with it. I think it's going to fly. I think it's going to sell really well.
Oh, of
I
course it
am
will.
not selling my iPad Pro, last year's model, or the I guess 4th generation. I'm not selling it. Because when you talk about it, the M1, it's the only difference was the M1.
Hang on. We have to address this.
Yep, sure do. Michael Pepper Tech says my uncle is a doctor. Yes, Dr. Pepper.
That is so
He's been waiting for
awesome.
this. He uses his phone to send photos to specialists. He's a missionary in Tanzania. This could save lives for him. Yes, niche, but can't sell what you don't offer either, I guess.
That's a good point.
Yeah, again, that's still niche,
somebody is going to buy a $2,400 iPad just so they can say they bought a $2,400 iPad.
Exactly, and that is because Apple is very good at marketing. They're incredible at marketing.
They are a marketing company.
They are a marketing.
Someone said that recently.
Did say that.
Yeah. Just curious.
Smart person. Do you think Apple eventually will do away with MacBooks in coming years? I don't.
No, because there are power users like you and other creatives and, a whole generation of people, us, who started when we were little with desktops that you couldn't move anywhere. And then our minds were blown when we got our first laptop, even though it weighed like 12 pounds. We could take it to class. We could take it into a different room. We could take it with us on trips. And now, you said it. You run your entire life and work on a MacBook Pro. And
I think you'll see them get away. I think they'll get away with MacBooks. They'll either have an Air or a Pro. That's the way it should be because of the M1.
Yeah.
Yep. I suspect we'll see 5G in MacBooks. I agree with you. Let's talk about how OnePlus sucks. I'm never going to be able to review their phones. Like, I keep coming out and saying these things. I want to try the OnePlus 9 Pro. I'm very glad that some of these folks are still doing long-term reviews. I love the fact that Juan Carlos Bagnell, Big Daddy Juan, is doing great things when it comes to the OnePlus coverage that he has. But wow, OnePlus, their watch is getting smoked. There has been a lot of individuals come out and talk about how bad the OnePlus watch is. And it's not a big creator, little creator, anywhere in between. Are you running out of battery?
Yeah, it's not charging the computer for some reason.
It's probably out of battery.
No, this is full.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got 4.
That's because you're charging it through your laptop.
How do I switch it?
Hang on.
I don't really need my laptop.
Here, take this one.
Only if you want me to
Take this one.
to look stuff up.
I'm doing weekly reviews on my OnePlus 9. Interesting. I love the ideas, but the OnePlus watch just did not get good reviews at all. Again, battery life was very meh. Bug fixes and better system stability. Let's see. This is an article from Engadget, noting that Gizmodo's Victoria Song, meanwhile, wrote that the step counts were off by more than 10,000 steps.
What?
Woo!
How do you get off by a step?
Ooh, that is a lot of steps. A lot of people aren't even able to order the watch for unknown reasons. So I can probably give you a good hint why one of the reasons is because the watch evidently just sucks. Always on mode revealed that. Let's see, what else do they got? That is awful. It's a OnePlus Fitbit. I'd rather buy Fitbit because at least I know they're going to do that, right? What just awful reviews. Jeez. They straight up come out and say, just get a Fitbit instead. Whew. Rough. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. I said it in my Pixel Watch video. I will be getting a Pixel Watch if and when that thing comes out. But instead, beforehand, I'm using let me see if I can get in frame. This is a Fossil 5E. I've had this off the charger since 6:45. And I'm at like 52%. Notifications all day long. It's just a phenomenal watch. Like, I love it. Everything about it. Maybe I'll do a review on it. I probably should. Did you figure out your stuff over there?
Yeah, the computer's charging. My phone's still not, but I'm not worried about that.
Well, you'll figure it out. They messed up calling it a smartwatch. It's not a smartwatch. It's an OK tracker. I would rather get a TicWatch, straight up. Like a TicWatch. And the only reason I didn't get a TicWatch is because, again, not a patient person. I couldn't get that. I couldn't get that same day, and I could get a 5E the same day. The Fossil 5E is absolutely just a badass watch. It is my favorite Android watch ever. It works every time, all the time. Works 50% of the time, 100% of the time. Or it works 100% of the time, 50% of the time. No, the watch is just outstanding. It's really, really good. Okay, OnePlus, if you still want to send me a phone, I'll review it.
Or the OnePlus watch for free, so you can.
No, I don't want to test the watch.
Absolutely trash
I have
it.
no interest in testing that watch. None. Zero. Zippo. What else we got on the show notes? Blah, 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 blah. The Apple TV claim. Let's go to this 9 to 5 Google article that you put out here. I'll just read it. Here's everything Google TV does that Apple claims smart TVs don't. Access to the world's leading video services. Tim Cook was quick to point out that the Apple TV device gives you access to the, quote, world's leading video services, and it's just an argument that no one loses at this point in time. Google TV is just as capable, offering access to Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock, and countless others. Chromecast with TV even supports Apple TV Plus. Get in your morning workout. Okay. Always the opportunist when it comes to pushing its services. Apple mentioned that Apple TV can stream workouts through Apple Fitness Plus. While it's true that Apple has a leg up than competitors there, those on a Google TV device aren't left out. There are many fitness and workout apps on Google TV, including the Peloton app, which can even integrate with some heart rate monitor device.
There are also billions of hours of workout videos on YouTube.
Yep.
Which is native to the Chromecast.
Let's see. Michael, did you see my I Was Wrong video? I talk about how I mistaken. No, I didn't. Talk about how I'm mistaken about Wear OS Play Store apps, but did say they do a decent job at hiding the Wear OS section. It did not, but I will check that out. Sneak a late night movie in with AirPods, the only remote you need. Look, straight up, the Chromecast remote is phenomenal. It does not get as good a justice as it should. I use it all the time, and it's great. The Google Assistant works every time. See, here you go. Michael just said it. I know so many people that use YouTube for workouts. Yeah, my kids' PE during the pandemic was YouTube. Like, it is what it is, and like you figure out ways to do workouts when you have to. Yes, YouTube is phenomenal for things like that. So yeah, basically it's talk about, again, this goes on my rant about the 4K. Oh God, I forgot the big rant that I wanted to go on. I'm gonna sit back for this one.
Oh, good.
Jesus H. Apple. Timmy. Let's talk about the fact that you want to pimp out all these Thunderbolt devices and how you have all your iPad Pros and your MacBook Minis and your MacBook Pros and your Mac Pros and your iMacs of all these new USB-C or Thunderbolt 4 connections. What about your iPhone? Why don't you have that in your iPhone yet? Why? Let me go ahead and just tell you why, because you already know why, and you're going to dodge it and say something about it's not good for the environment to do things like this. It's a money grab, man. It's what it is. It's you are looking to get money because changing how the iPhone does all of these things, you're messing up not only your market for peripherals, you're messing up all your third parties for peripherals because then they can't sell lightning cord-based products. They have to sell USB-C, Thunderbolt 4, Thunderbolt 3. That's what it is. You don't want to upset the money apple cart that you're getting from third-party providers, as well as everything that you have Apple-based because of the Lightning connection. The Lightning connection is so far and away lesser than everything else that you have put in every other Apple product to date. You want to put USB-C and Thunderbolt and everything else except the cash cow, which is your iPhone. Again, based on the peripherals. All of that. Can we just say it has absolutely zero to do with the environment? Nothing to do with the environment. You're saving nothing. You're making money. That's exactly what you're doing. drives me insane. And I think Michael's probably on that same way with me. Apple, I like your products, but don't lie and say like it's so great that we're saving the environment by not doing these other things. You lie. You lie. Oh, it just gets me going. Portless Apple master plan. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I really don't.
We're going to have to come up with a lot better Qi chargers and data transmission if we're going to go truly portless.
That's what I mean. It's like, I don't know if we can go portless because, like, man, that would be tough to go portless.
Either that or you're going to have
might work for more.
You're going to have an industry-wide standard for nearby share, basically. You know, you can't airdrop. You know, you can't have.
I love how you use nearby share, which is absolutely a Pixel thing, but we couldn't remember airdrop. Well, that warms the cockles of my heart.
Maybe I forgot it on purpose.
No, that warms the cockles of my heart. That those cockles run deep.
We're in the 1% Pixel Studios, so. But you know, you can't have proprietary sharing systems if a manufacturer is going to choose to go portless, because then you would not be able to share things with your wife's iPhone unless they make an industry standard.
I don't know. It's like, it just drives me just insane that they won't do it. For God's sakes, let it go, Tim. Put a look. I'll even go make a claim. Are you ready for the claim that I will make? Not that I wouldn't do this anyway. I will buy an iPhone 13 Pro Max, if that's what it's going to be called.
SE,
if it has FE, SE, ASG, whatever you want to say, BBQ, WTF. I'll buy that phone if it has. I'm going to buy that phone anyway. I can't even make this. Like, why am I talking?
But you'll really want to buy the phone if it has USB-C.
Well, yeah, because then I don't have to worry about anything else. I could just
carry one cord.
One cord. Holy crap, that would be amazing. That's the way we have to. But instead, I have to have a lightning cord, which has now started to look dramatically like all of the other white Google Pixel USB-C cords that I have. And I'm like, I pick up one and it's like, oh, USB-C on one end, and I follow it to the other and it's like, USB-C, I need lightning because Apple. And then I just rant.
It's fun to rant.
You want to talk about how somebody called me fat?
Sure.
Just aggressive Robert is aggressive. 2 days ago, I got a comment on one of my videos, the Pixel 5 6-month video. I had to read it a few times. It's on my Twitter. I put it on my Instagram too. Evidently, Robert didn't like a lot of things about me. I don't think Robert's a fan. Not really sure why. Robert goes on to say that ridiculous thing on your head can't distract from the fact that you have a fat face. Okay, let's unpack that a little bit.
I don't remember from this video you having anything on your head other than maybe your glasses.
He's referring to my hair.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me a while to get that too. I am going to assume that Robert R. is referring to my hair as
the Pro Hawk?
Yes.
Oh, son.
As the ridiculous thing on my head. So the ridiculous thing on your head can't distract from the fact you have a fat face. It's hilarious to read out loud. It really is.
I know.
This is one of those ones where here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make those, like, you've seen the TikTok videos where, like, I'm going to take these text messages and I'm going to make them into, like, the motivational posters.
Right.
I'm going to make this a motivational poster. I've decided. I have a fat face. Okay. Sorry, I'm fat too, but damn, you put that thing on video? Bro, some self-respect. Lasted 10 seconds of the video, and spoiler alert, he ate it. Lots to unpack there too.
Were you eating on camera?
No. And that's the thing, is like, I don't know what I ate. Like, the phone, my face, my hair. I don't even know what the first 10 seconds of the video, I don't even know what I said in the first 10 seconds of the video.
I'd have to go back and watch. I've watched the video. I don't remember the first 10 seconds. It's usually just your opening.
Yeah, I just basically talk about how I've had the Pixel 6 for ever how long it is.
Right.
Or the Pixel 5 for 6 months. You know what I meant.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Uh-huh.
Here we go, Freudian slip. I don't have the Pixel 6. I don't.
He has the Pixel 7.
11. I have the Pixel 11 Pro Max FE SE edition.
With 6G.
With 6G and Wi-Fi 8.0. And USB-C, damn it, and USB-C. So Robert was a little upset, and Robert, Barry came out, and Barry made really great comments, and Barry said a lot of good things. Is Robert, I'd give you a hug, man. I'd give you a hug. I'm sorry that if somebody has teased you for you being big. Big is the new thing, man. It's the big is in, man. You got to embrace your bigness. I would say is like I've embraced my big. I'm triple C thick. And I said it on Twitter. It's not like this really hurt my feelings because it didn't. It actually made me laugh. Like, can't distract from your fat face. Like I read it like that in my head, which was it was hilarious to me. It's not like the fat snuck up on me. It's not like it was one of those things like I woke up in the morning and I was a really like ripped 185, and then I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh my God, where did all this fat come from? Like I already knew that it's on my frame.
It's like Tim Allen in the first Santa Claus.
Right. It's like I did not have that Tim Allen Santa Claus moment where I'm looking in the mirror and like, brrr. But Robert, if you ever want to come on the show, man, and talk, look, bro, I got you. We'll talk it out. We'll hug it out. You probably go out and make the world a better place. Smile, laugh, go grab the coffee with somebody. Go grab a cheeseburger if you're a big guy like me, because we do love ourselves some cheeseburgers. Make somebody laugh. Make somebody just make some. Are you listening to the first 10 seconds of the video?
I'm trying
to figure out what he's talking about. Yeah, Robert could have just summed it up with, I'm insecure. Bro, I get you. Like body things, I get it. Like I suffer from kind of that image issue too, but you do not have to let that get you down, man. So you can hit me up in the DMs. You know how to reach me. If you ever want to talk about it, I am here for you. You can do that. So yeah. Pixel Pia. Oh my God, how dare you have hair on your fat head and make videos for 10 seconds.
The only other thing I can think of is, you had a little 6-second intro.
Yeah.
And then you threw up your avatar, your logo.
I literally don't know.
I mean, your
really,
logo
truly
is very round, but
I get it.
It's your face.
It's a peach. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason. Okay, straight up, there's a reason why my hair is the way that it is and why my beard is the way that it is. If I shave my face, I look like a child. You know what? As a matter of fact, first time ever on the show, I'm going to show you what I used to look like.
Oh, is this the +4 picture? Because that would be great.
It probably will be, because that's the oldest one I can think of.
Or your senior graduation photo. That one's cute, too.
I'm going to show you what I look like without a beard. I can't believe I'm going to actually show the internet this, by the way. I kept that under lock and key for a long time. For a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, I'm going to go way back in the Wayback Machine. Yeah, be happy. No one's perfect. Look, nobody is perfect, man. Nobody is perfect. And I ain't mad at you, Robert. Go get yourself some help. I can, like Barry said, hit you in the DMs. We can help you out. Whatever you need. Oh boy, I am going to regret showing the internet what I used to look like. Big time Timmy Jim. While I'm going back in that. Stats, do you have anything else you want? My God, I take so many pictures. Chanel, please know what?
She's saying don't show.
Why?
Don't show her, because she's known you for a long time, too.
Wow. Michael, I would have never put you at 31. And somebody wants to tag Robert. Like, I don't know how to find him, because it's just Robert R. So, like, I can't find Robert. I never would have put you at 31, Michael. Never would have put you there. I'm getting old.
Wow, that video actually got 326 comments.
Which video?
The 5-6 month video.
Really?
Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help. Bearded is better. There is no question that the beard is definitely better. There is no question about that. What? So my internet's going slow. Stop it. Get some help. So while while the internet is doing its thing, let's talk about this 90-year-old woman. Unfortunately, losing $32 million in a scam.
I did not see this article. What
just
on
awful.
earth happened?
She, a man purported to be a mainland law enforcement officer, visited her home, gave her a cell phone to communicate with them. She made a series of transactions that took 2 bank accounts. They did arrest the person. That hopefully. Why can I not do this right now? Michael, I would have put you probably like 28. Are we guessing people's age? Mac, I would not. Mac, you don't look 45. Stop it. Jason, I wouldn't have put you at 42 either, for what it's worth. No, I mean, I'm a terrible judge of ages. I don't know why you guys are. I don't know why this surprises you. Can I sort? No, I can't sort. Okay, you are old. I'm only 63, so watching you makes me feel young. See, there you go. Thanks, Pixelpia. Thank you. And look, 63 years young. Look, I wouldn't have put you at 63 either, for what it's worth. Because I watch your content as well. Why can't I find a picture? I just want to show you a picture of me not looking good. Where can I do that? I want to show you in just an awful situation.
In the photos.
I'm looking on it. So let's talk about what else? Can you come up with another article while
I can't show that photo.
What? Why would you do that?
I'm looking at it on my phone to try and help you out.
I know, but you can't. That's not safe for work content, sir.
I know. I wish I had that +4 photo without the caption.
Oh, heyo. Oh, wait. I can only imagine what that caption says.
Yep.
Are you going to text it to me?
I can when we're done, sure.
I can only imagine what that said.
if you could crop it real quick.
You guys got to remember, my Pro Hawk is not actually very old either. Because I had hair that did not look great back then. Just not good. Scott isn't good at judging ages. Hence, he says he doesn't have the Pixel 6 because Scott doesn't do numbers. See? This is the algorithm saving you from self-humiliation. Oh, my God, the underwhelming 5A. Oh, my God. Why we're doing this. If only I had college photos. Like, that's where I'm going. I'm trying to find college photos, actually.
Actually, this is an interesting one. You want it emailed or texted?
Text it to me first. That way I can check it on my Pixel 5. So the 5A, the 5A. Let me see this. Hang on. Oh, that's not that good.
Well, that's kind of
bad.
That was in your transition between. that came out a lot better than I wanted it to.
That did.
that was your transition. Pause between your like big poofy college hair and the Pro Hawk. So.
Yeah, I used to have a heck of a head. I still have a heck of a head of hair, but like I would let the sides grow out, and so it was very, very poofy. And I'll show a photo of that too. But the 5A 5G article says, I'm gonna pull this up on my phone. And thank you for Jason for sending this over, is the idea that somebody said that the 5A 5G is already underwhelming. Look here. This is the 4A 5G. This 4A 5G is not underwhelming by any stretch of the imagination at all. And for you to come out and say, with a device that isn't even out yet based solely on the chipset, which, by the way, we've already proven that the 765G is more than capable. What are you trying to get out of there just to say, like, it's easy to crap on the Pixel? This is the same crap that you guys did when you were talking about LG, right? This is the exact same situation. You wanted to go, oh, poor LG. Oh my gosh. God, they dominated the mobile force. But like 3 months ago, you were crapping all over them about how stupid you thought the Wing was. Save it, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to find some other Android whipping boy that's coming out, and you're trying to do this crap with the Pixel. The idea is, it has already been proven that the 765G for almost everybody is good enough to do anything else that you need. As a matter of fact, Juan made a video about this just a few weeks ago that talked about how the Pixel 5 got a performance boost from a software update. So spare me the fact that you think the 5A, 5G is already underwhelming based on it having a 765G chipset. Shove it. And you keep your trap shut when you're trying to make crappy headlines like that.
Tune in next week for more hot takes from Scott Petrie.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Look, who was it? What was it? What was the name of this?
Phone Arena.
Phone Arena. Stop it. Google's Pixel 5a is shaping up to be even more underwhelming than previously expected.
I've been fighting this battle for the last 24 hours with a bunch of online people as well. That's their opinion. They're entitled to it, but it doesn't make it right.
And what I just said was my opinion too, except for the fact that Juan actually took the time to go through and to show you his usage. I'm not a gamer. I do not game at all on my phone. I just don't enjoy gaming on my phone. I don't enjoy really gaming, period, for the most part. I do play like Forza Horizon, Among Us. And look, I play Among Us with the kids. My Pixel works flawlessly. Flawlessly. The 4A worked flawlessly. And that was a it was an inferior chipset, blah, 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 blah. Just Phone Arena, shove it. You can just take it and just get out with this nonsense. This is so stupid. Somebody tagged Phone Arena on Twitter, so they need to hear this. They need to hear the fact that they write god-awful articles to talk about the 4A or the 5A 5G coming out. The 4A 5G was arguably the best buy Pixel you could get last year, only superseded by the fact that the 4A was a absolute knockout at $350. This is so stupid. It's just it's a lazy headline. It's lazy headline and just it's a lazy headline and lazy writing, because the truth of the matter is exactly what Phone Arena wanted you to do. They wanted you to click on that because they want you to then click on some sponsored post for you to go buy something on Amazon from one of the crap deals that they got from a crap company that's arguing or advertising on their site. I said what I said. I'm going to take a drink because I'm mad. I know how the game works. I'm not stupid. Jesus. It's an easy target. I'm sorry that... And it doesn't need to be an easy target. That's probably the most frustrating part. It doesn't need to be an easy target.
Well, yeah, we've discussed this several times over the last couple of years. Google is doing something very specific with their A line. Even with the proposed 3 Pixel Bud 3As that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. They are trying to make a more consumer price-focused product.
That still meets almost everybody's demands.
And all the benchmarks that anybody wants to talk about, which are only benchmarks for people who want to talk about it. In real-world usage, day-to-day, non-running every single app at full power, 5G, 4K, whatever, benchmarks don't mean shit because you're running 1, 2, maybe 3 apps at a time.
Say it for the people in the back.
I did. It's on record.
I don't know why I can't find a photo of me.
Well, I just sent you 2.
Oh, did you?
Well, the second one you can't show, but...
Nope, definitely can't send that one. Definitely can't send that one. I forgot I wrote that on the picture.
I'm not sure you did. I think Greg might have done that.
100% wrote that one because it was the exact same time I wrote the one that I wrote on Greg's.
About Greg's,
the floppy disk.
Yep. I still have that one too.
All right, let me see if I can edit this out really quick. Oh boy, that makes me real happy.
I mean, that is the only beardless photo I have of you, because I went all the way back to your wedding. You had a little bit of a beard.
I've had a beard
wedding,
a long time. I've had a beard. So I used to work at a grocery store in Delaware, Ohio, of all places, and I was not allowed to have a facial hair when I worked there. And I have since I quit there, basically when I was like 19, I have had some sort of facial hair every single year since then. I don't know why I cannot find this photo. I will figure it out. I'll put it on my Twitter. And I think Pixel Pia said it best: is the world's trying to save me from myself. So I'm gonna ask Jason, send it in the comments. You feel so accomplished now. Hopefully this is exactly what you were trying to get. As Chanel just said, someone's getting spicy. Yes, I am. Here you go. Pixel 5 update made image processing faster. Best of all, it didn't affect the battery life so far as I can tell. That's because it's we've talked about this before. It's not a hardware game. It is not a hardware game. It's a software game. They can maximize everything out of that 765G. The 888 gets hot. The 888 sucks the battery life. Ooh, Lord. Oh, you worked in Delaware. I had a friend there. Yeah. Oh, Delaware, Ohio. Yep. I'm still in Columbus. So people crap all over the Pixel. They're master clickbaiting. I'm so glad I didn't rearrange those words. Yeah. I'm really glad you didn't either. I remember. Yeah, I remember this. Remember how Marcus completely trashed the Pixel 4 because it only had the 865, not the 865 Plus? I have a Pixel 4 XL. Still an awesome device. Battery life does blow, though. Blow. Unbueno.
Details.
But that doesn't matter. Anyway, I got angry. I stand by what I said. I still am trying to find a photo of me where I am, I guess, hairless in a way. I don't know why I can't find this photo.
How about we take our time, research it, and lead with it on next week's show? I'm not going to care enough. I'll remind you.
You will not. I don't believe you. I'm gonna hit you with a smolder though. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna hit you with a smolder. No, I can't hit you with a smolder. I'm gonna leave that be. Well, I'll have to put that. I'll put that on Instagram. Oh man. All right, that's all I got. Stats.
That's all I got.
Where can I find you?
I am at Helix Heinlein on the tweet machine, Country Smith on the Instagram.
You can find me at Scott Peachy on Twitter, at the Scott Peachy on the gram. Random. Here we go. This is someone who absolutely can attest to the fact that she has seen him only once without facial hair. He's a baby face. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my wife. So nice to know that she is watching the show. First of all, thanks, babe.
Either that or she could hear you screaming down here, so she tuned in.
Yes. Probably a good chance of both of those, actually. But this is, yeah. Yep, yeah. Oh, man. Look what Robert made me do. Look what you made me do, Robert. Look what you made me do. That's right, Pixel. You tell him. All right, y'all. We're going to be back next week. A couple more weeks in a row where we're doing this weird time. Then we'll be back to 8 p.m. sharp on Wednesdays. And, yeah. Well, I'll catch you on the flip side, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and play a little cue outro music. All right, y'all. Bye.
See ya.